Hello Aquarius, Elsie here to do your reading for the month ahead. How are you, Aquarius? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. I'm here with an oracle deck, and we are going to look at this for the energy that you're bringing into the month of November of 2024, and then we're going to go with some tarot as well. So welcome here, Aquarius. If you're somebody who's never been here before and you're just rolling up on these shenanigans, welcome. There is a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner of this little box where I live if you'd like to join this beautiful, highly intelligent, and psychic Aquarius tribe. Tell me about Aquarius, please. If you are the one who's here all the time in the comments and you're watching and giving the thumbs up and viewing, I appreciate you so much, Aquarius. Let's find out what's going on for you. What energy are you bringing into the month of November, Aquarius? What energy are you bringing into the month of November? Okay, well, it's the only one that was face up, so we'll take it. Let it shine, it says, the peacock spirit. I feel like you're going to be peacocking a little bit in the month of November. Look, we have card number 46. That's at the beginning of something. 46 is a 10. 10 breaks down to a 1. And I want to say that your heart light is on. Yeah, when I see this particular card, and look at all these cards here, right? This one came out. We can see the heart space here. It always reminds me of that song by Neil Diamond. I think it was for the movie E.T., and the song is called Heart Light. So I feel like you're putting on your heart light. You're letting it glow. Let it. What did he say? Turn on your heart light wherever you are. Let it make a happy glow for all the world to see, I think he says. So I feel like November is going to be a really beautiful month for you. It's a month of beginnings, because I feel like you may have gone through some endings I feel like you may have gone through some endings in either the month of October or previous to that throughout the year. It feels like something here is now going to begin, I want to say. And there is a new moon that is coming. The new moon in Scorpio is coming on the 1st of November. So it feels like that there is going to be, you're going to be letting it shine. The peacock is a royal bird, right? I'm just saying that because it's a song in my head from when I was a kid. The peacock is a royal bird. It's very proud, as you have heard. Struts as only peacocks can and spreads its lovely colored fan. I feel like you're going to be strutting your stuff in the month of November as we enter this Scorpio season. I feel like it's going to be for you. We've got life is a mystery. We don't know what's coming up. We've got card number 8, but it's all about you. 8 is about you. It's about the self. It's about putting in hard work as well. It's about the bobcat spirit. Life is a mystery. It's like, I want you to keep your eye on the prize. Make sure that you're keeping your eyes open. Keep your eye on the prize. Whatever's coming up for you in the month of November. Let's find out more with the tarot. Tell me more about Aquarius, please. What else is coming up for Aquarius in November of 2024? The first card I'm going to put down is what you need to leave behind. What does Aquarius need to leave behind, please? What does Aquarius need to leave behind? What is in the past for Aquarius? Ooh, something just flipped. We've got the Two of Swords. Well, it really wanted us to see it, right? And it flipped sort of up in the air and was over on my shoulder here. Aquarius energy. I feel like what you're leaving behind is feeling blocked off. I feel like you're opening up. This fan is open. This person is kind of blocked off. But I also feel like maybe around the full moon is when you're going to feel comfortable to do that. Now, I do know that the new moon's on the 1st. The full moon, I think, is on the 16th. So maybe around mid-month, possibly, you're going to finally have your last release, so you're not blocked. I feel like you're taking off the blindfold. You're willing to see things for what they are because you're acting a whole lot more open than you were, Aquarius, throughout the beginning from January till November 1st, right? And so what should be your inward focus in the month of November, Aquarius? What should be the inward focus? Oh, happiness and joy. It is the 10 of Cups, and the 10 of Cups is the emotional apex of happiness. whether this is in a family situation or not. Look, it always is depicted as family happiness here because we have babies, but we do have swans who mate for life. Maybe this is the month where you find the one that you're going to be with for life. It could be that. But you know what I think? I feel like with this peacock spirit here, letting yourself shine, I don't think it's going to be hard for people to notice you, first of all. And second of all, I really do feel like it's the Ten of Cups is telling me that you need to be happy, right? Inwardly, right? Because this is what you should be focusing, what your inward focus should be in the month. You really need to be happy before you get into any sort of relationship or before you change jobs. And I always say that the wrong time to change jobs is when you hate your job because you're willing to take anything. It puts you sort of in a desperate state. But I feel like with this Ten of Cups here, this being your inward energy here, tells me to just really focus on yourself, your heart light, focus on shining, and not for anybody else, but for you. Tell me what the external focus will be in November, please. What's the external focus? What's external to Aquarius in November? We do have Temperance. So I feel like the way you're going to start the month, and I feel like this is going to be your energy for the whole month. It feels like this let it shine energy is sort of an energy of Diana Ross is singing, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I'm going to let it show. Lots of music in your reading today. So I feel like that Temperance is how people are going to see you, external to you, right? So the external focus is Temperance. I feel like people are going to see you as patient and balanced and ready for anything, ready for a moment of alchemy, that you're the alchemist, that you took whatever happened between January and the end of October, and you became the alchemist and you made it into something really beautiful. So I feel like you are free to come into the month of November with nothing on your shoulders. It feels like there's something that you have balanced out, or others are seeing you as that, something that has allowed you patience and balance. No more juggling. What do you need to reevaluate in the month of November? What do you need to reevaluate, Aquarius, in the month of November? We have the Nine of Swords. So I feel like you need to reevaluate how much of your time that you're spending on worry. Because understand that when you make a decision that something needs to happen, let's just say you need to remortgage the house, let's just use that, and you make the decision last month and you know that that's coming up at the end of the year or in November, and you worry from that time to the time when you actually sign the papers. I feel like this is something that you need to reevaluate, that this is sort of wasted time that we spend in this energy of worry, because it doesn't change the ending. It doesn't change what the outcome will be, because the outcome is going to be what it is. And so I feel like this is something that you need to reevaluate. It feels like you need to reevaluate where you're spending your time in the head, right? Are you spending it worrying? Are you spending it planning or creating? I feel like somebody here needs to stop worrying. Tell me about Let It Shine. Tell me why this is the energy that Aquarius is bringing into the month of November. I love it. Victory. But it does really indicate with the Six of Wands here, it tells me that you've come from a really hard cycle or a hard place. Look, some of us have not been raised like others. I'm really glad for you if you were raised in a very functional, loving, kind, and caring family, but not everybody has been. And the Six of Wands is a little bit of that. It's a little bit of victory after a hard cycle. So it could be somebody coming from a lot of hardship, or maybe just last month was hard. Take it as it resonates for you. But the Six of Wands is about victory after the fight. So I feel like after some sort of fight, you're now going to let the heart light show. And you're going to let everybody see who you are, because I feel like it's time for you to have some victories too, Aquarius. We do have the Lovers. Why do we have the Lovers here? And we do have the Nine of Cups. So I feel like I feel like your heart is open. Yeah, as we see this peacock here, right? The peacock has a light coming from its heart space. So I really do feel like you're probably ready to either get back in the dating pool, or you're ready to fall in love. Maybe you're already dating somebody and you're ready to take that next step. The L word maybe is coming next. But it feels like with the Lovers and the Nine of Cups, that in the month of November, I feel, are somebody who is single and happy. You could be single and happy. The nines to me are doing it by yourself. I want to say what's really beautiful here is we got the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. So you're already happy and single, but you've realized that you don't need anybody else, not a partner, not a great job, not whatever, because regardless of what is coming at you, you've decided you're going to be happy anyway. It's a choice, right? The Lovers is here, and a Lovers is a choice. You've chosen to be happy, or you may choose to be happy in the month of November. And maybe that sounds so simplistic, but honestly, there are a lot of people who do not choose happiness, whether they realize they're doing it or not. I feel like your heart space is opening, and you are going to choose wish fulfillment. You're going to choose happiness. You're going to choose victory. Kind of love it for you. Tell me about the Two of Swords and why this is what Aquarius needs to leave behind. We have the Chariot. Get the heck out of there. The Chariot, the King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Look, it tells me that once you get out of this energy of a place where maybe you're blocked in the mind, maybe you couldn't make a decision, maybe it was a hard decision to decide to be happy. It feels like here with the King of Pentacles and the Chariot, it's all about balance and stability, right? The Chariot can't remain on the road if these two horses have completely different ideas about what's going on. If that charioteer does not keep them moving in the right direction, right? Horses are gonna go separate ways, and the Chariot is probably gonna have a hard time staying on the road. I feel like in the month of November here with this light and dark horse is telling me that you're balancing your energies, and that's why you're gonna get victory, that you're gonna keep everything on the road. I wanna say that it's time for you to move really quickly toward getting out of this energy. I feel like the reason that you're in the Two of Swords energy, there's one sword in the hand of the Charioteer, and so there's 3 swords here. It does feel like it's maybe that you are healing from heartbreak or heartache or disappointment. It could be disappointment over a friendship or a job that you wanted and didn't get, or whatever it is. But it does feel like things are about to come back into balance and move a lot quicker than they were. Now we do have the balance of also the King of Pentacles, right? I feel like you are moving towards some sort of financial victory in the month of November. So even if it's little, maybe you got a scratch ticket and you won $2, but maybe it's big. Maybe you did re-sign the mortgage, but maybe you got a better interest rate. But it feels like whether it's really big or really small, it feels like things in your pentacle world, you're deciding to be happy, and that I feel is going to contribute to some sort of balance that's coming up for you in the month. I feel like the Two of Swords being here tells me that it feels like a block is being removed from your 3D world, and it's going to allow you to move forward with a little more vigor, with a little more excitement, with a little more creativity, a little more fun. I feel like you're ready to have a little more fun in the month of November. And of course, that's no psychic prediction, right? Because it is a holiday month, right, in the US. And I don't know about anywhere around the world, but the end of November is really important, right? The month of November is really important for folks in the US because you're in a celebratory state. Tell me about the inward energy here. The inward focus being the 10 of Cups is kind of beautiful. We've got the 8 of Swords. Good. We're going to celebrate sort of not being stuck in the mind anymore. We've got 8 swords and 2 under here is 10. You can now release it. You can now drop it. A lot of this is about you coming out of an energy of feeling really restricted in the mind. And I feel like you are about to feel less restricted. We've got Justice. I love it. And the 4 of Cups. Look, it's all about balance this month. It looks like what's going to make you happy is being emotionally stable. Maybe even spending some time by yourself. Look, the 4 of Cups is good for everybody. We all got to be there at some point or another to get some emotional stability. But we also have Libra here. Look, it feels like with this Justice card showing up, it does feel like you will have the justice in stability of the mind, stability of the emotions, and that is going to accumulate to the 10 of Cups. And I really love that. So I feel like something's about to be made right, or all of a sudden you get a shift of energy that feels like you're in balance. And I feel like it's going to make you very happy. And I would say spend some time there. Everybody needs time in the 4 of Cups. You don't have to build a house there. You can just pop a tent, right? You can just pop a squat there for a little bit and then get the heck out of there. But it does feel like it's necessary for you around the middle of the month here, which is very interesting because around the middle of the month there is going to be a full moon, which is going to cause a bunch of release, which ultimately gives us justice, and some of us karmic justice and stability. Tell me about the external focus here being temperance. Tell me about Aquarius. We've got the Page of Wands, but the Eight of Pentacles, and we've got the Three of Cups. So I feel that what you are alchemizing here is, I feel like you're feeling brave enough to get on some sort of a new path. For some of you here, it looks like a new job. It looks like maybe you'll be getting a call about a job. Maybe you'll be calling out for a job. Like maybe you will be reaching out to the employer and saying, hey, I'd put in a resume or whatever last month. Did you get that resume? Can we talk about it? It feels like you're ready to put the hard work in on something, but I also feel, Aquarius, with your incredible eye for factual detail, that this is telling me that whatever it is that you are deciding to do is something that you're really great at. You're practically a professional. Like it feels like you're somebody who really looks over details. So maybe you're a subject matter expert on something in your industry. I feel like if it is a job that you're looking for, that job where you put in that resume that you thought, oh, they're never going to hire me, I don't think I'm qualified. I feel like it's that comes back at you. I feel like there is some sort of communication that brings everything into balance here. It's like you've realized in this moment that you actually have alchemized whatever happened prior to the month of November. You've alchemized it to be something that is beautiful and balanced and patient and Libra and temperance. And I really love it. We've got a lot of the energies that we have here that are major arcana are telling you that you can stop worrying. Things are going to start working out the way they're supposed to. And in fact, I feel like if it is a job for you, it's going to be something that you're really going to love. So I feel like if it's not work, if you're someone who's already retired or out of the workforce, it feels like what you're getting some sort of balance in. It feels like you are picking up some sort of I want to say some sort of creative thing that you haven't done in a while, whether that's baking or sewing, or maybe you're someone who likes to draw, maybe you're an artist or throwing clay. It's something that you haven't done in a while. So I feel like you're about to get to work on something that you really love. You're about to take this Page of Wands, right? You're about to go out on this new path here. So I feel like it's something brand new that is being you're being blessed by or rewarded by because temperance is here, because you've been patient, because you've been working hard, because you've been sort of going back and forth. So I feel like this Nine of Swords here telling me what you need to reevaluate is, I really don't think you're going to have a hard time reevaluating this in the month of November. I feel like everything here is pointing to things working out really beautifully for you. Things are going to be speeding up, moving forward. If you've been feeling stuck, Aquarius, stuck in the mind, stuck in your life, stuck in a job, I feel like things are going to be moving forward and there's no need to worry, sweetheart. Let me take a look here at the Nine of Swords. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. Why is this what Aquarius needs to reevaluate? We've got the Empress energy. The Queen of Swords. You probably heard me say it before. Maybe you didn't. I don't know, but I'll repeat it. The Queen of Swords to me is always the last one that we learn. The Queen of Swords to me as a reader, is the hardest one to learn because it requires, standing up and being sort of not aggressive, but assertive. And not everybody in this world, because we live in a world where there's a lot of fake stuff, AI, and, people who are influencing just to make money and they don't really believe in the products. And, there's a lot of things that are kind of fake. And I want to say that that the Queen of Swords to me is somebody who's getting down to business, somebody who's got boundaries, but is also very honest and truthful, is also in balance. Again, we're seeing a whole lot of balance coming up in this month of November for you. But this is the last queen that I feel that you need to learn before you become the Empress, which is really beautiful. It's a level up. I always call it like the software upgrade. I feel like you're getting a software upgrade this month. We do have the Queen of Swords, which carries one sword, bringing it to the 9. I feel like what you're doing is liberating yourself from the worry. I really love that. 10. It's a release, liberating yourself from the worry. And so I feel like that was the last lesson that you need to learn, feminine or masculine, whether you're the Empress, feminine or masculine, when I'm reading energies, right? Not body parts. So I feel like you are ending the worry. You're upgrading your energy, And I feel like love is here. I feel like it's self-love, but it also could be relief. It feels like, whew, I can breathe now. It feels like that. For some of you, I feel like it is love that will show up for you here. And it's because you have liberated yourself from the worry of it. You no longer are worried if someone wants you. You're no longer worried if love is coming. You're no longer worrying about it. The universe sees that as a need. And if you need it, the universe is definitely not going to show up with it. You need to kind of turn your back on it. And I think with this Empress energy, that's exactly what you're doing, feminine or masculine, because the Empress really doesn't need it. The Empress doesn't need anything. The Empress provides for the self, whether it's love or thoughts or money or emotion, power, individual, running and getting what I want. I really don't need anyone to bring it to me, right? So I think that's a really beautiful way to end your reading. We do have the Five of Swords and we have the Two of Cups. I feel like you're opening your mind, I want to say. You're opening your mind just a little bit more. Five of Swords and the Page of Cups tells me this is the beginning of the intuition, that maybe you're a person who is very stuck in your ways mentally. And, you know, it's a fixed sign thing. It's not just an Aquarius thing. I'm a Taurus sun. And when we're a fixed sign, it's really hard for us to change our mind. I feel like you're about to change your mind or have something new that's going to show up that is going to soften your outlook on some things just a little bit, so you don't have people throwing down their swords and walking away from you. I feel like you're going to be a little more open-minded, the mind is going to be a little more malleable, I feel. It just all is a really good energy. Life is a mystery. Look, maybe you didn't expect this to happen in November, but it seems like a really beautiful November is coming up for you. So I want you to get geared up to stop worrying, because it's all working out the way it should. The Ten of Cups and the Justice energy. Look, there's nothing wrong with that. Eight of Swords is in the reverse. I love it. Aquarius, I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you coming here and watching. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye.